Hello, everyone. Welcome to St. Peter's. Father Marshall Shelley here, come to talk to you a little bit about the mission and ministry of St. Peter's and what's going on right now in the life of Christ in our midst. Honored to have you here in this space. I'm in our fellowship hall. I'll be meeting shortly with our wardens as we continue to figure out where God is calling us next to be servants of the living Christ, and in the midst of this moment to figure out what God is calling us to. This leads me to the word of the week, and then I will move from there to the things that are happening that I want you to know about. The word for the week this week is provision. Provision is one of those words that, again, I wouldn't do these words if they didn't have multiple layers of meaning. Provision is the thing that we need to have in place so we can take a journey. We need provisions for that, storing up those things that we need in terms of food and of water, the victuals that are going to be necessary on the journey, the fuel needed for the vehicles, whatever it is that we need to do. The provisions that we gather in will prepare us for that. At the same time, we need to make provision for ourselves as we continue through this life. So you may have savings or investments or try to set aside a few dollars in a jar for a rainy day just in case something is needed. So provision also needs to be made for those just in case moments. And finally, provision is the thing that we make for each other. We make time, we make space. We create an opportunity or an opening in a relationship. So there is enough of a provision for someone to be able to engage a difficult topic, a difficult conversation, or to be able to receive something of great worth and special import that we might want to hear or see, or we might want to offer to another person. Provision, though, in this particular case, as I speak to you today, is in regards to where we are right now as an economy, as a community, as people who walk in faith. Our shop at St. Peter's, which is just beyond those doors, is doing great because we live in a time when prices are really rising. So as people seek to economize and make provision for those aspects of having tighter resources, they're thrifting more. At the same time, we're also aware that there are more people who are visiting our food pantries because the dollar doesn't quite stretch as much as it used to. And if you're under stress in your budget, to be able to seek and find provision being made for the resources that are in your community, to provide food, to provide resources, to lift some of the burden that so many carry as they try to feed their families, that's important too. What's important on our side of this mix as the people of God here at St. Peter's and as the people who administer Alice's Cup Food Pantry, our mini mart at the community supper on Wednesday evenings, those ways that we distribute food to those who are in need, who are food insecure, who are poor, or who just don't have literally the resources in hand to be able to provide provision for themselves or their family, we step in and seek that. So the good news is we have state resources for that. The New Jersey Food Bank is an incredible partner and is such an amazing community of faithful people who up in Hillside, New Jersey, make sure that this region of the state has what it needs in terms of USDA foods and state provided foods so that we can continue to feed people who are on program assistance. As well, we have the partnership of Replenish. That's the Middlesex County feeding ministry that is so active and so important to our work, and that we share fellowship with and work together with, both in order to receive the benefits of the provisions they are able to offer to those who are hungry and in need, but also that we have on our part to partner with them to raise the funds and to raise the resources up that we need for that. The challenge is resources are tight right now. I'm not speaking to an issue of scarcity, because there is material around that we can be able to share with each other. The difficulty is assuming the expense as a whole community. If the New Jersey Food Bank and if Replenish don't have as much as they used to, then it does fall to us as the local community to step in and do what we can. The Community Development Ministries Board, the vestry of St. Peter's Church, we're all working hard to address this issue of hunger and food insecurity and to make provision for those around us who are in need. Just remember that when you're in the store and you're passing by the foodstuffs that you're figuring out how you can buy 3 for $5 or 2 for $10 or what have you, there's someone else who's wondering where they can find that $5 or that $10 just to be able to afford enough to feed their family for an evening. And if you take the time to buy a couple of those items and slip them in the donation basket as you're leaving that shopping mart, or even to bring it here to your church, your local church, wherever you are, and make sure that you're offering provision to those who are in need, you're acting in a great way towards the blessings and giving thanks for the blessings that we all share in Christ. As we move into the dog days of summer, we give thanks that some of the heat is broken. We've gotten a little bit of rain. God makes provision for us in seasonal rain and seasonable weather so that we may have a harvest. Let us also give thanks for each other, the ability we have to be interdependent and give what we have so that others may not have enough, may have some. As well, please join us for Women's Breakfast. We'll be sharing fellowship, we'll be sharing food, we'll be sharing time with each other and be supporting each other in prayer. Continue to participate in the life of Christ as we mark the offices of the day in evening and morning prayer. Look for the e-news as it comes out on Friday morning. Take part in reading and getting up to date on what's happening in the life of Christ, and join us as we begin to make provision and plan for our coming ministry and service year. We have a lot going on as we move back to 2 services in September, but more on that at another time. For now, focus on the word of the week. How do we make provision for each other? Please do like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Give us the thumbs up. Share your comments and reflections. Glad to welcome those. And as always, please take care and God bless. Bye-bye.